Hello, everybody! Hi, Dr. Nick! No, it's not Dr. Nick from The Simpsons. No, it's your old pal RK Stud Robin Crosser back with you with another Robservation. I know it's been a while. I apologize for that. Things were going pretty hectic in my life. They still are. One of these days I will let you all in on it. Right now I really asking privacy for one thing. I won't get into it until the proper time. Anyway, what did I do over the summer? Well, obviously putting stuff up on YouTube. A lot of war wrestling from down in Lima, Ohio. They just had their 21st anniversary show in Hall of Fame. Congratulations on the Hall of Fame nominees. Dustin Reyes, who you guys have seen on my channel. Brandon Edwards and Austin Mannix from The Dirty. They were in there. Congratulations to them. Let's see. War's got the show up on YouTube. I haven't watched all of it quite yet. Because, to be honest with you, I'm a little wrestling burnt out. Not from indie wrestling, not from WWE, not from TNA, not from New Japan, not from WoW, but AEW. Just getting kind of tired of the same old, you know. A new guy comes in, gets some wins, goes on to the other show, you know, from Collision. They rack up wins, go to Dynamite to take on someone, and then they lose. And then they're on a losing streak, so to speak. Unless you're... Oh, God. What is her name? CEO. Anyway, the formerly known as Sasha Banks. She just... shouldn't do it for me. I'm sorry, guys. But enough about that. What else did I do over the summer? Well, kind of rearranging the studio, you know, cleaning out things and getting things prepared for both, you know, here, my YouTube channel, and my Facebook page, which is RK's Retro channel, which, you know, also has wrestling, some other stuff that, unfortunately, I can't put on YouTube. And I've also been doing, you know, like old movie serials and cartoons. And right now we are just finishing up Flash Gordon. I've also run the Dick Tracy movie serials. I ran the Batman movie serials. The Adventures of Batman cartoon. So... in that aspect, you get a little bit of different thing. You get to see the geeky side of me. I'll admit that I am just the biggest geek. Yeah, there's Grogu. I've got let's see. I've also got wrestling shirts up galore and Godzilla shirts and sports shirts over the Cleveland Browns and Ohio State Buckeyes. So yeah, there's my geekiness all in a row. Where was I? So anyway, this summer I let's see, back in, was it February or March? Ghostbusters Afterlife came out. My buddy Don paid for me. Paid for my ticket, paid for my pop and my drink. My pop and my drink. My pop and my popcorn. So I repaid him and took him to see Deadpool Wolverine, which, if you live under a rock and haven't heard of it, it is a good movie. I'll admit that. I'm not a big fan of either Deadpool or Wolverine. I was so over Wolverine, the X-Men cartoon, when everyone was, oh, Wolverine. Yeah, okay. Claws, get it. Healing factor, get it. A little meanie because he's a runt. I get it. Wolverine isn't for me, but I get it. You know, I get it. I get both of them, really, I do. They're just not my type of heroes. But but it was really good. I would have to say it's on par with the first Deadpool. Second Deadpool with when I was in the 90s, big on cable. But big on cable and big on exports, and that one just did. The second Deadpool just didn't hit with me. I think maybe I've kind of grown out of the cable and exports thing, which it happens. I mean, you like something and then sometimes you just grow out of it. Like, let's see, another one that I've kind of grown out of is the Kevin Smith stuff. Good then. I got into him when I was working at a gas station, and that I hooked onto that movie. Big time. If you've been able to track down some of my old interviews from conventions, I have gotten to interview Veronica and Dante, which was pretty cool. Both ways. You understand that. I've kind of grown out of the Kevin Smith style of movies. And I'm not going to apologize for it. It's just who I am. And let's see. This Thursday, we went to Pub 400 here in Fremont, which is just a couple minutes away from my house. About a mile and a half. They had Micro Wrestling Federation. You know, the guys that were on the Discovery show and that's on Max right now, Big Little Brawlers. Anyway, I was anxiously looking forward to it and was kind of wondering if any of the people from the TV would come on, because they have two rosters. They have Micro 1 and Micro 2. Micro 2 came in and I'm like, it's not going to be anybody I know, but that's okay. It's midget wrestling, and the chance to go, come on. You get one midget, you're smiling, but if you get a whole packet full of widgets, you're just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. You're welcome to Munchkin Land. You're all happy to see them. So go right in. The show starts at 7. I was there before 6 to get in there, to get my seat, to get to the best area around the ring. And as soon as I opened up the door to go, I had to go inside the bar, to go walk through the bar, to go back outside the bar, and open up the door, and there's all the little wrestlers, and taking tickets was Ivar from the show, so I was all excited. Had to hand him my ticket. Went in, and there was the ring set up, and there was the first row seats. I had general, so I had to bring my own seat, which was no big deal. And I sat right behind the front row seats, the VIP seats. No big deal. I didn't mind it. And as soon as I walked in, there was the trainer, Cody Hawk, who also trained, I believe, Dean Ambrose, or I should say John Moxley now, and L.A. Knight, yeah! Now I'm walking and he's looking at me, I'm waving at him, because that's just how I am. And he's looking and he's like, "Where'd you get that shirt?" Because I was wearing my Cody Hawk shirt. And I said, "Oh, you were up here in Toledo a few years ago, St. Clement's Hall." He's like, "Okay, cool." And he was talking with, I believe, was it the ring announcer, or was it just a couple of little people? One of them was one of the performers, Little Lass. I think it was the ring announcer too, if I remember right. And they were quizzical, and he said, "He's got one of my shirts." So they were all happy and excited, and set up put my seat up and sat and watched, and for quite a while I was like the only one there, and I'm like, is no one coming? And then slowly people started coming in, and then by the time I'd seen it, the ring was surrounded by seats, which is really, I'm really proud of my community for coming out. It was just too bad that the crowd was a lot bigger than LPW events, which, side note, I had messaged V. Kenny Urban about what was going on with LPW, if there was any news to update me on. Because, my friends John and Bev and Heather and Rick and others, for some reason, I'm the go-to guy for LPW. They ask me, so I have to ask the LPW guys. I don't mind, really. But I haven't gotten any word from Kenny, so at this point, like John said, we're just going to just figure that LPW for now is just done. So anyway, to get back to the show, got there, like I said, sitting down, just relaxing, nice, cool night, and some people that won't be mentioned did show up, continue to make basically butt heads out of themselves at the show. I'll get to that here in a second, as how I took it. And so, as you may see in my channel, that I got to tape as much of it as I can. My main phone went a little wonky. It had a screen symbol on it that just would not go away. So I kind of want to get some footage, but I have to kind of wait. Use the tablet. So I was able to get the roster, and somehow it just kept stopping. The tablet did. I missed the first two matches. Should have gotten them because those were good too. They were Ben Urkel against Jamaica Joe. Which is real good, I forgot what Jamaica Joe came out to, but Ben Urkel came out too. Of course, the Family Matters theme song, which was funny. It was a good short little match. Oh, and little Ivar sat right in front of me doing commentary for all the matches, which was pretty cool. I love that. Let's see. There was also King Willie against Gomez Jr., which that was pretty cool too. Good match. Let's see. They also did roster introductions, like I said. For some reason, my tablet kept going off. So I got that in two parts, and I know I missed a chunk of it. Maybe it was the way I was holding it. Could be. Then we had the Star Spangled Banner song, and Ivar came out and sang 3 songs, which was pretty cool. Like I said, then the show started. We had the 2 matches, then we had intermission, and these people who shall not be named, I felt sorry for Ivar because intermission came and he's trying to wheel to wherever he was going. And they just surrounded him. He couldn't move. And, what? Hey, you're right there. And they just surrounded him and he couldn't get to where he was going. They were just surrounding him and they were just big old smiles on their faces and they were kissing his ass basically, which I don't need to do that. I'm real, yeah, it was cool seeing Ivar from the TV show. Yeah, it was cool seeing Hot Rod from the TV show. Cool. Okay, fine, cool, I get it. Let's just move on and enjoy the show. And then, the other 2 matches come up, Micro Suave against Lil Lass, which is a pretty good intergender match. I like that. And then we had the main event, Hot Rod against Rupio. And if you've seen the video, you kind of seen that the music was playing through the matches. And I was so into it and having fun. And I was singing Welcome to the Jungle part of it. So if you're offset by that, I apologize. I'm sorry I did it, but I'm not because I was having fun. I was in my element having fun. we always go into this channel. We do this for fun for you guys and show off our fun, and then hopefully you guys can have some fun watching it and get a few laughs. And then I got home after it and uploaded everything. Everything was up fine and cool. Let's see. Everything was up like about 11:30 that night, which was really fast. I was really excited to get that all done. And then it didn't dawn on me till Friday morning, Friday afternoon, Friday night, when I did check on the views, and every micro video had a dislike. Okay, let's put it this way. Wrestling in Ohio. Okay, cool. LPW in Fremont, Ohio. Cool. Wrestling in Ohio. I run the group page for LPW. My main mission when they put me as administrator was LPW alumni, LPW wrestlers, wherever they're wrestling, even, because a lot of guys also wrestle up in Michigan. And some of the fans have started to follow suit and putting up, matches of LPW wrestlers from Michigan and other places on the site too, which is cool. I like that. Plus, I've also Ohio wrestling history. Ohio promotions. So, micro wrestling came into Fremont, Ohio. Just all the micro ones had dislikes. Call me crazy, call me paranoid, call some people petty for disliking the videos. You know who you are. I know who you are. My crew knows who you are because they ain't even commented, and they're like, well, who exactly hated it? We know who you are. I don't care that you do that. What you did is petty and childish. And you won't be mentioned again. Unless you keep this up. They don't touch the LPW videos. They haven't touched any of my other videos. Just the ones from Thursday night. And I know I do a lot of other stuff on my channel too. We all know it. You know it. And that's as far as I'm going to say about that. Now today, what did I do? Went to the Republican offices and we picked up some signs to put in the yard. I showed you in a previous video. Then we went and walked Miko at the Hayes Presidential Center. There he got a little rambunctious because people were petting him and telling him he's cute, and sometimes it's his crack. Telling Miko he's cute and pretty and you pet him, that's his crack. I'll admit that. So he gets a little rambunctious towards the end. No big deal. Then we get home, sit down for a few minutes, and Madman Mike texted me and asked me if I was home. I'm like, yeah, I just got home. So he came with his box of UFC Topps Chrome 2024 UFC cards. He opened them and we did another video on that, and I'm extremely proud of how he did and how I did and our banner. So go check that out. And I'm not going to apologize for anything that's on the channel. We are going to, I think I'm going to continue on with the rest of the year. Doing some radio. Like right now I have 2 full DVD CD-ROMs of The Shadow, which is over 200 episodes. We'll do like 2 a day. 2 a day. What are we doing? Maybe I'll take a break here and there and put some more wrestling on, because there's some wrestling that, I've got ready to go on. This is why my studio's all messy. So I got this for that and this for that, this for that channel. I got things ready to go. Baby. And I know I haven't done a back issue bin in so long. With what I've been doing and what I've been going through, I haven't had a time to actually read some comics, but I've read some. In fact, I'm going to go back and reread a couple to remember and refresh. And some special other books I'm going to be doing. So sometime this week, I will be doing a back issue bin. Thank God. Because I kind of miss doing that. I miss doing a lot of things, really. I wish I would have been able to do some more things at the wrestling show. It just didn't happen. Things happen. But I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you soon.